Hey, folks. If there's one thing royal experts agree on, it's that Prince William will be a fantastic king. He's proving it in this circumstance where Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, has been diagnosed with cancer. Let's see exactly what they mean because royal experts also praise Prince William for his handling of the situation with Harry. You know, with that Netflix documentary where they, not literally, spilled the beans on the British royalty. He managed to bounce back, despite all the turmoil caused by being in the spotlight. I mean, King Charles isn't around, Queen Camilla's on vacation, and Kate Middleton isn't well, yet he's leading a double life to make it seem like everything's fine and there's nothing amiss. Now they're all on vacation. So, let's get started, shall we? And as I was saying, royal experts are discussing how William has handled himself, especially given Harry's actions. Well, they're on vacation right now, I mean William, Kate, and their kids, George, Charlotte, and Louis. They won't be back until school starts, so they're in a pretty spacious residence, away from the hustle and bustle. Let's see exactly what this digital media outlet, San, has to say. Piers Morgan, one of the royal experts known for his critiques and opinions on the British royal family, describes Prince William's remarkable dignity amidst so much turmoil and heartbreaking tragedy, in stark contrast to the treacherous Harry. Notice how they dub Prince Harry treacherous. It's not the first time it's happened. I think everyone feels the same way. He messed up pretty badly. Let's see how Piers Morgan, uncensored, discusses this matter. Last week, there were two clear examples of how William showed he is what it takes, and with the subtitle, to be our next king. Now, imagine for a moment what it's like to be Prince William right now. It must be quite challenging. I don't think we can fully grasp it, but we can get a slight idea of what he must be going through. While we enjoy privacy, he's not living a nightmare with all this commotion. In recent years, he lost his beloved grandparents, Prince Philip and our late great monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. That's quite a lot to handle. It's true that, well, we all signed up for the ages they had, right? But it's true that they faced a lot of challenges, all in quick succession. Now, his father, King Charles III, and his wife, Kate, the Princess of Wales, are battling cancer. It's true that both seem to be doing quite well in their recovery. You can never say it'll all go smoothly, but it does seem they're in the early stages, although it hasn't been explicitly disclosed. But it's more of a preventive measure for Kate Middleton, and as for King Charles III, well, the British Prime Minister did mention it seemed to be in the initial phase, so they have a good chance of pulling through. All of this comes after the terrible trauma of their mother, Princess Diana's, death in a car accident when she was only 36, and William was just 15. Look at all the things Prince William has had to endure in recent years. But the toughest moment was surely back then when he was so young. Many people could have crumbled under the weight of all this death, illness, tragedy, and betrayal, especially given the added tension from the onslaught of conspiracy theories wreaking havoc worldwide about William's marriage. At a time when only he and a handful of people knew that Kate was facing the toughest challenge of her life. But if ever proof was needed that the heir to the throne has what it takes to be our next king, it's surely been evident in the astonishingly impressive mindset he's shown amid all the heart-wrenching turmoil swirling around him. That is, he's managed to bounce back despite all the setbacks and is showing he has the strength to lead. Last Tuesday, William was in Sheffield to promote his excellent Homeworks project to combat homelessness. I remind you that at that time, even before Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis was known, he mentioned her and said she was the expert in all this. The issue of helping the underprivileged is something she's always been involved in. In fact, these images are from that moment in many ways. It was a typical royal engagement, far removed from the pomp and grandeur of many more rare state occasions. In other words, the translation is a bit odd. It wasn't a glamorous gala dinner in a sumptuous palace entertaining world leaders or superstar celebrities, but rather a prince meeting with the people in the humble setting of a small conference room with ordinary folks. In that, well, it also resonates with people. But there were two small moments during the visit that caught the eye. The attention that was drawn to William, the first one came when he attentively listened to the worker from the Homeworks project, Chris Linnan, who described how his life had changed after first finishing his home and then ending up in jail. Clearly moved, William said, "I want to tell you how brave you are to be here telling your story. It's amazing where you've got to overcome all that." He then asked his aides to get the man's contact details so they could stay in touch, which I'm sure he will, says this royal expert, as I've been told that William always keeps his word in matters like these. You can't fake this kind of natural empathy, and maybe due to the personal pain he's endured, he has it in abundance. So, apart from being a great person as a king, he's also someone with a heart and feeling. Unfortunately, due to what has happened in his life, he empathizes a lot. The second encounter that seemed very revealing, says the royal expert, was with another local named Lake, 33 years old, who was wearing work overalls and a tube. When William passed by, he shook his hand and asked if he could take a photo. Normally, royalty doesn't take selfies, but William agreed and patiently waited while Lake struggled to get his phone out of his pants pocket. I imagine he was nervous and struggled to hold it while grabbing a cup of mint coffee. William felt the poor guy's growing panic and offered to take his cup and then showed Lake which button to press to change the camera lens for his selfie. He was very nervous. "Well, thank you very much. What's your name?" "My name is Lake. Have a good day." He was quite cordial with him, and in the end, this attracted a lot of attention. When the public sees this, it attracts a lot. That naturalness and empathy he is with others. The truth is, it's mentioned a little later on what's good here. Here's the picture, I think this is it. Yes, I think this is it. So, yes, I think this would be the one, Lake. And well, even though he was nervous, they managed to take the photo. Fortunately, the public now realizes all this narcissistic attention-seeking and money-grabbing, the me of the Sussexes, which is why their popularity is plummeting to levels only enjoyed by Prince Andrew. I mean, look at the comparisons they're making. Meanwhile, as the world sees how dignified, brave, and obedient Kate and William have been during this terribly difficult period in their lives, I confidently hope that their popularity levels will continue to rise. Well, this is the difference a bit. In comparison with the real experts who are making why he can be a great king despite all the obstacles he's facing, not only in terms of the health of family members but also from Harry himself, who's making everything a bit more complicated. See you in the next video, but with your comments. Regards.